Have you ever wondered how some multinational companies seem to expand with ease, and at the same time you think to yourself, how do they do it when I struggle to keep things together in my own business? Or you say, the business needs me in it. I might be able to go on holidays every now and then, but as soon as I get back, I have to start putting out all the fires. Well, what I'm about to tell you is going to give you an insight into how the multinationals do it. And guess what? You don't need to have hundreds of staff or millions of dollars in the bank. Small to medium-sized businesses all across Western Australia have utilised this secret of systemising their business to create better choice in their business. So let's get the boring bits out the way first. The Oxford Dictionary defines systems as, and I quote, a combination of related parts organised into a complex whole. End quote. So what does that mean to me in my business, you say? Let's take this definition further. Wikipedia, the online dictionary, defines systems or systems thinking as, and I quote here, the process of predicting on the basis of anything at all how something influences another thing. It has been defined as an approach to problem solving by viewing problems as part of an overall system, rather than reacting to present outcomes or events and potentially contributing to further development of the undesired issue or problem. End quote from Wikipedia. Put simply now, when mistakes happen in business, and they do, you put a system in place so this mistake doesn't happen again. When things go right in the business, you put a system to that too. Now at this point you might fire back at me and say, well, what if my staff don't follow the system I create? Well, I would fire right back at you by saying you should have a system for that too. It's a good idea now to pause this CD and think about all the issues you've had in your business career where the same mistake has happened on more than one occasion, either to one particular staff member or to different staff at various times. When these issues arise, one of three things can happen. Firstly, an unhappy client. Now, no one wants this. Secondly, it costs you straight out of your hip pocket to deliver your product or service. Now, this is less profit for you. We certainly don't want that. Finally, the third option, and most common option, you or one of your key staff members sorts the issue out, and on goes your day, your weeks and years fighting fires. Now here is the value in systems for you. Putting the correct systems in place minimises this from happening. This is how multinationals start very small and eventually become bigger than their founders. This should now make perfect sense. An example of this would be in the 1940s. If I wanted some wood to build a house, I would probably go and talk to brothers Arthur and Robert, as they knew everything about wood that was milled in the southwest of Western Australia. Nowadays, I just go down to my local hardware store and purchase the wood. Sorry, I'm not sure if I actually mentioned Arthur and Robert's surname. It was Bunnings. Now that I've preached the benefits of systems, make sure you're not a bull at a gate and start writing up all your job manuals. Job manuals are only part of systems, and really, on their own and done incorrectly, can be quite dangerous. For more understanding of this, get your hands on our 5 myths about business systems CD, especially if you're attempting to do it yourself. Done correctly, systemising your business can be a reasonably quick with massive prolonged benefits. If you needed more help, please call us today on our free advice line, 1300 005 356. The following chapter is a bonus on frequently asked questions. When looking at systemising, many people ask me, when should I start implementing my business systems? Really, every business has systems. Even if it's a particular tray for a particular document that certain staff use, it's still a system. The challenge becomes, is it enough to satisfy the business owner's wants and needs? Secondly, we need to look at timing in relation to the business. And to be frank, if you are a startup business or developing your market share still, then really systems is the last place you should be looking. My tip for you would be to go and find yourself a business consultant, a coach or a marketing guru to help you develop your market share first. There is an exception, I would say. If you're a startup business with a very quick growth plan, then it would be in your best interest to completely systemize your business now before it gets too busy. It generally costs you less in opportunity cost. Now let's have a look at a business more suited to putting their business on systems steroids. Really, there are two characteristics that are common. The owner either wants to expand because you're on a good thing and you want to maximize your opportunity, or secondly, you want to step out of the business to some degree and let your team manage it for you while you spend less time in the business. In both cases, you have a share of the market, but you are still in the business. If that sounds familiar, then I suggest you have a look at booking in our 1-hour intensive session in our office. Time is important to you, and you need to see something that can work for your business immediately. To me, seeing is believing, so I'll stop talking and I'll look forward to seeing you in our office sooner rather than later. Finally, I must add, chaos has a remarkable pulling power when it comes to making time to organise your business. So this is why I now offer you this. If you find something that is more simple, comprehensive, usable, quicker, and valuable to systemize your business, we will write you a $1,000 check to get started with that project. Why do I offer you this? Because the investment you make with Colby Systems will be less than the research and the development that I have done on business systems. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you soon for your free 1-hour intensive on identifying organising tools for your business. And here's to putting back that balance between work and lifestyle. Colby Systems, making good businesses great.